Welcome to Urdu Seekhi. This is episode number 11. I want to say a quick thank you to those who have recently either left a review on Facebook or iTunes, and to those who have asked questions through the website or through one of our social media pages. So thank you to Jalebi Kid, Amber, Claudia, Manuel, and Alessia from Italy. Your words of support are very much appreciated. Thank you. Okay, so today I'm again with my friend and colleague, Humaira. Humaira, you want to tell the listeners about today's topic?
Sure. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Today you'll learn about how to say a few things about the weather. Let's move to part 1, where you will hear the full dialogue.
कितना अच्छा मौसम है ना?
हाँ, मुझे गर्मी बहुत पसंद है. आपको गर्मी पसंद है?
मुझे ना बहुत गर्म, ना बहुत ठंडा मौसम पसंद है.
मुझे भी. और मुझे बारिश भी बहुत अच्छी लगती है.
हाँ, लेकिन बारिश में ट्रैफिक ज़्यादा बुरी होती है.
वो तो है. Let's hear that one more time.
कितना अच्छा मौसम है ना?
हाँ, मुझे गर्मी बहुत पसंद है. आपको गर्मी पसंद है?
मुझे ना बहुत गर्म, ना बहुत ठंडा मौसम पसंद है.
मुझे भी. और मुझे बारिश भी बहुत अच्छी लगती है.
हाँ, लेकिन बारिश में ट्रैफिक ज़्यादा बुरी होती है.
वो तो है.
Okay, now we'll move to part 2, where I read the Urdu lines and Humaira translates. कितना अच्छा मौसम है ना?
The weather is so nice, no?
हाँ, मुझे गर्मी बहुत पसंद है. आपको गर्मी पसंद है?
Yes, I like hot weather a lot. Do you like hot weather? Or do you like the heat?
मुझे ना बहुत गर्म, ना बहुत ठंडा मौसम पसंद है.
I like the weather to be not too hot, not too cold.
मुझे भी. और मुझे बारिश भी बहुत अच्छी लगती है.
Me too, and I also like the rain a lot.
हाँ, लेकिन बारिश में ट्रैफिक ज़्यादा बुरी होती है.
Yes, but the traffic is worse in the rain.
वो तो है.
That is true.
Now, part 3, where we discuss each line in more detail. So the dialogue starts with कितना अच्छा मौसम है ना? Let's start with the last two words. Actually, let's just look at na by itself. Na by itself means no. So I think it's rare to hear an American add the word no at the end of a statement. But earlier, Humaira and I were debating about that. So let's see what you think.
You mean to say you won't hear an American say no at the end of a statement? No?
Ha, I see what you did there. Exactly. Adding no to the end of a statement is more European, I think. Let's give another example.
Sure. I might say to my sister, we're going to the mall in 5 minutes. No? So this no at the end of the sentence is to actually validate your statement. So I'm confirming with her that we are going to the mall in 5 minutes.
Right. And in this dialogue, that's exactly what we're doing. We're saying, it's such nice weather, no? So na is equivalent to no.
But instead of no, you'll more often hear isn't it? So it might be more natural to say, it's such nice weather, isn't it?
Right. And to turn no into isn't it in our dialogue. So currently it's कितना अच्छा मौसम है ना? We'd have to add another है in front of the na to make it isn't it.
Right, so it would become kitna acha mausam hai na? And that means it's such nice weather, isn't it? So you may already know that acha means good. Mausam means weather. Hai is our to be verb, and if we had added the extra hai, making it hana, that would mean, isn't it? So kitna acha mausam hai, hana?
Right, and the word kitna usually means how many, but it also means so or such. Here, it's used to emphasize the word good. Kitna acha hai. It is so good. Let's give another example with the word kitna.
To say it is such a beautiful photo, I would say kitni khoobsurat tasveer hai.
Right. So because acha is a masculine word, we use kitna. And khubsurat is a feminine word, so we use kitni.
Let's move to the second line. हाँ, मुझे गर्मी बहुत पसंद है. The only word needing explanation here is the word मुझे. मुझे is the oblique case of the pronoun मैं, and it means I. So, हाँ, मुझे गर्मी बहुत पसंद है means yes, I like the heat a lot. I mean to say that I like hot weather.
I'm trying to think about the adjective hot versus the word hot to describe the weather. For example, if I want to say I like hot water, I would say मुझे गरम पानी पसंद है. But if I want to say I like hot weather, I'd say मुझे गर्मी पसंद है. The word गर्मी always describes the weather. Garmi can also mean summer.
Then I ask Shireen, आपको गर्मी पसंद है? Which means, do you like the heat? Basically, do you like hot weather? She responds, मुझे ना बहुत गरम, ना बहुत ठंडा मौसम पसंद है.
So we've already looked at mujhe, and we know मौसम means weather. The only new thing here is the type of construction. In English, we have the not this nor that construction. And that's what this is. Na bahut garam, na bahut thanda.
And that means not too hot nor too cold. Another example in Urdu might be उन्हें ना पढ़ना आता है, ना लिखना आता है. And we won't translate that for you. We want you to guess what it means. If you listen to episode 9, there is enough information for you to be able to figure out what उन्हें ना पढ़ना आता है, ना लिखना आता है means.
So, to mujhe na bahut garam, na bahut thanda mausam pasand hai, Humaira responds, mujhe bhi, meaning me too. Then she says, और मुझे बारिश भी बहुत अच्छी लगती है. The only new word here is barish, and it means rain. Lagti is a construction of the verb lagna, which in this case means to feel. So if you say अच्छी लगती है or अच्छा लगता है, then you're saying you like it.
Time for another example, which we'll ask you to translate. You can say मुझे biryani तीखी लगती है. So because biryani is feminine, we'll say लगती. Let's give you a masculine example. We could say ये डब्बा भारी लगता है. ये डब्बा भारी लगता है. So again, in the discussion section of our website, please provide your translation. And if there is a word or two that you don't know the meaning of course, feel free to ask.
So before we move on, I just want to add a little something about barish. I believe both in India and Pakistan, the way they think about rain is very different from the way we think about rain. Personally, I love the rain. I know I spoke to you about the rain, Humaira. you seem to love it even more than I do.
Yes, I absolutely love the rain. If I could have it my way, I wouldn't see sun, and it would rain every single day.
Are you sure about that? I mean, it doesn't depress you or bring you down at all?
No, I love it. It gives me more energy, actually.
So I remember when we went out to eat recently, I really wanted to take the umbrella with me, but didn't end up doing so because you were just like, oh, it's only 3 blocks away. And we both ended up getting pretty soaked. But at least it was on our way back. And you didn't seem bothered at all.
Nope, I never carry an umbrella.
I don't get that.
It's a safety hazard. So actually, whenever I visit Pakistan and it rains, all the kids come out and play and just enjoy the rain. It often serves as an escape from the heat. So the South Asian culture has a positive attachment to the rain, whereas I think here we associate it with darkness and heavier traffic, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And it really doesn't have to be that way. I love the rain, but then again, I don't drive. Another reason could be is because I think people in Pakistan associate the rain with a good harvest. So you hear people often praying for more rain.
I didn't think about that at all. That makes perfect sense, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with the rain. I love the thunder when I'm indoors, but the idea of getting caught in the rain isn't all that great. Though I have to say, on 4th of July, I got caught in the rain with my parents. But that's another story for another time. But all 3 of us were together. And it was awesome.
Aw. Okay, let's get back to the dialogue. Staying in line with how rain is seen here in the West, you respond, हाँ, लेकिन बारिश में traffic ज़्यादा बुरी होती है. And that just means yes, but in the rain, the traffic is worse. In Urdu, there isn't a direct translation of worse. In Urdu, it's just like saying more bad. And buri means bad. So literally, we're saying the traffic is more bad in the rain.
That's right. I believe we've come across the word lekin before. It just means but. It's a conjunction. And the final line is wo to hai. And it's a line we've used in episode 8. It means that is true. It's something you'd say to someone that you agreed with wholeheartedly.
Great. So that does it for this episode. Thank you very much for listening. Again, don't forget to translate the 3 lines that we asked you earlier and ask us any questions that you might have.
We will repeat the 3 lines that we asked you to translate earlier. But before doing so, I want to share the story of one of our listeners, Leah, of why she's learning Urdu.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मेरा नाम लिया है और मैं जर्मनी से बात कर रही हूँ। आपके लेसन बहुत अच्छे हैं। मेरे होने वाले शौहर पाकिस्तान से है और आपकी आखिरी ऐड वाली पॉडकास्ट इतनी मज़ा आई थी कि मैंने उनको दिखाई। हमारी शादी 1 साल बाद होगी और मेरा दिल है कि मैं उनके घर वालों के साथ आराम से उर्दू में बात कर सकूं। मैं आपकी पॉडकास्ट फॉलो करती हूँ, लेकिन उसके अलावा मैं उर्दू की उस्तानी ढूंढ रही हूँ जो मुझे उर्दू की ग्रामर सही तरह सीख सकती। शायद स्काइप पर या फ़ोन पर। मैं इस काम के लिए आदा कर सकती हूँ। क्या आप कोई उस्तानी जानती हैं या कोई और एडवाइस दे सकते हैं? शुक्रिया एक और बार इस पॉडकास्ट के लिए। खुदाफिज।
Leah, first of all, thank you very much for sharing your story with us. This type of interaction is exactly what keeps me going. Your reason for learning Urdu is so sweet. I get the feeling that at least a few other listeners will be in your shoes. So maybe you and I can collaborate and do an episode on phrases that would be useful to use when meeting your in-laws. In terms of finding an Urdu teacher, I always recommend Wajiha. Her email address is wajihasaqib@gwu.edu. If you want more information about her, please visit our website, urdusikhiye.com/wajiha. That's WAJIHA. Wajiha has been teaching Urdu for a very long time. She teaches in person over Skype or Zoom and has students from all over the world. So I highly recommend Wajiha if you're looking for an Urdu tutor. With that, let's hear the 3 questions from this episode.
First, what does उन्हें ना पढ़ना आता है, ना लिखना आता है mean?
Next we have मुझे बिरयानी तीखी लगती है. And finally, ये डब्बा भारी लगता है. What do all 3 mean? Be sure to go to the website and write your translations in the discussion section. So that's all for now.
फिर मिलेंगे. खुदा हाफिज.